Hey, good morning there, sweet peas. Basic Prepper Mom Myra, and I want to talk a moment about inspiration, about being inspired. Now, I listen to just a handful of preparedness type people. I don't listen to a lot, literally just a handful of people. And I've had friends ask me, and even my family have said, why do you listen to these people? Because every time you listen to them, not every time, but most of the time when you listen to them, you know, you get all worked up, you get all riled up, you get all antsy and anxious and whatever. And well, sometimes that might be the case when we're talking about current events and news and things that are going on in the world. And yeah, I do get a little anxious and a little worked up on that. But one of the main reasons is that they inspire me. Let me explain. This morning, I was actually I was talking to my husband about it too, but I was listening to one of my preparedness type people. He happens to be the Prepared Homestead, Travis. I absolutely think that he's just, him and his family, him and his wife are just amazing. Never met them, never had a conversation with them, never even emailed him, I don't even think I've ever commented on any of his videos that he does, but I listen to him almost every morning when I'm getting ready for work. Almost every morning. And the other one is John at Prepper Nation. And then I would say the third one that I listen to the most is Mama Bear Prepping. She is freaking amazing. All three of them are literally that's my top three right there. And when I listen to them, they inspire me to think kind of outside the box a lot, or to think about things that I never thought about before. This morning, I was listening to Travis and on the Prepared Homestead, and he said something that was kind of this click moment for me, and I went, holy crap, that's what we need to be focusing on. He said, you know, all of this stuff that's going on out there with the election and the candidates and all of the governmental stuff that's going on out there, that's going to continue to happen. That's going to continue to go. That's just going to keep doing its thing. And if we want to change that, we need to start at the local level. But it wasn't the local level that you're thinking of. At least this is how I took it. He said, you want to start locally, and instead of worrying about the big picture on politics, focus on yourself and your community. Focus on your family, focus on your kids. We need to make sure, no matter what happens out there, if it happens in our lifetime, if it happens in their lifetime, whatever happens out there, we do know that things are going to get bad at some point. Teach your children the skills and the things that they need to be able to survive and move forward. Teach your children, teach the next generation that's coming up how to be more self-sufficient, how to do things for themselves. Teach the next generation what you're doing on a daily basis to help your family. Make sure that they're involved every step of the way. Don't just do things and say, okay, I have stuff here. When things get bad, we're good to go. Teach them along the way. Talk to them about why you're doing the things that you're doing. And if something were to happen, how do you prepare for it? Teach the next generation to take care of themselves and their families if you're not around. And that was one of those aha moments. That's one of those light above my head moments. That's what we need to focus on. We need to really build our communities. And he talked about your inner circle and your outer circle, and who should be in your inner circle and who should be kind of working out in your circles as far as who can do what for you and what your communities look like. And I have to say, when he first started the video, he's like, I really don't have a whole lot to talk about. I'm just here. I'm just kind of here. I don't really have a plan. But that had to been one of the most important videos for me to listen to hear, and to watch. Because the fact that what he said was so simple, yet such a defining moment of, oh my word, all of this time, my family knows what I'm doing, and I talk to them, oh, yep, we're doing this, and this, why. but I haven't really engaged or involved my family a lot. I just go and I get stuff and I put stuff away. And I talk to them about it, but I have lacked in the engagement part, the reasoning, the who, what, where, when, why kind of part. And I need to focus more on that. And that's what we need to focus on. We need to make sure that our children and our family are being taught those skills to continue to move on. We need to build our inner circles and our outer circles of people that need to be in our lives for whatever reason. We need to continue building our communities more than we're focusing on who's governor, who's president, who's doing this, who's doing that. We need to make sure that we're focusing on the family and how we're going to get past it. Because we can change things to a certain point. We can vote, we cannot vote, we can do whatever. We could run for office, we cannot run for office. But the fact remains that whoever's president, whoever's governor, whoever's in those political positions, they don't affect us immediately in our family right then and there. And there's policies and procedures and things like that could affect us, may affect us, but it doesn't affect our ability to provide and to teach. And that's what we have to focus on. Provide and teach. And whether if you don't have a big inner circle, if you don't have that tight-knit family, that's when you start reaching out to your friends that you're really close to. My husband and I don't really have any family here. We have my mom, but my mom is, 75 years old, almost 76. So we don't have that family of togetherness and tight-knitness that we could go, okay, this is what we're all doing. But we have our 3 kids. One of my children, my son, is on the autism spectrum, so there's some limitations on his part. But we can start building our communities out. And I think that's what we need to focus on right now, is teaching others, teaching people in your community, knowing that you've got people to count on. But the next level isn't about politics. The next level isn't about procedures. It isn't about policies. It isn't about what's passed, what's not, who's taken over, who's not taken over. Oh, red wave, no red wave. That's not the bigger picture. The bigger picture here is that we need to seriously focus on teaching the next generation on how to do things and be more self-sufficient. Because let's face it, we're not going to be around forever, and we're getting older every day. So when we get to the point where we can't do the things that we need to do, we need to know that there's that next generation that's coming up that can survive, that can protect themselves, that can help the families, that know how to do things. So now is a huge responsibility on you guys to teach. And if there's something that you don't know how to do, find someone that knows how to do it and have them teach you and teach your family. That's your community. That's your circle to move out. But I think my top 3 for inspiring me, and I thank Travis for giving me that aha moment of, holy crap, why have I missed this? Why have I not seen this before? But that's what we need to focus on. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and we will talk to you soon. Have a great day.